This is the men's room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The rippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
You're listening to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Got your listeners jumping on 103.3 The Fort Rocks in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Also in Fayetteville, North Carolina, Rock 103 and 96.9 The Fox in Appleton, Wisconsin. Big show for you guys. Ted's Meat and Potatoes coming up. American Foods. The rest of the world is not tried. No S. Sherlock. And Big Dummy is the game. If you'd like to be a contestant, 844-999-OLA.
All right, Bo, here is question number one for you on Big Dummy. Chuck Lorre, the creator of 2.5 Men and The Big Bang Theory, he also wrote and performed the theme song for what popular 80s cartoon? It's still,
I have no idea.
All right, fair enough.
Simpsons?
Nope. That was Danny Elfman.
The 80s cartoon?
80s cartoon, and it is it's still big to this day. Like, my son is a fan of this. It's been updated a few times, but still going strong.
Man, I don't know.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Turtle power.
Question number two. What segment of the medical profession is more likely to kill themselves than any other profession?
Surgeon?
I'm going to guess anesthesiologist.
That's a strong guess, but no.
Family doctor?
Dentist.
Dentist. Yeah, you know why, man? Because they get all the drugs.
And keep in mind, this isn't just in the medical profession. They're saying of all professions, dentists are more likely to kill.
If you had your mouth and your hands in the mouth of some strangers like every day, wouldn't you lose your mind?
Absolutely. But again, I would also think that if I spent 8 years in school, at some point I would say, is this really what I want to do, man?
Man, I just got that email the other day, like, your dentist appointment's coming up. I'm like, no!
So that's not just medical field, that's in...
They're saying
everything.
In general. Right.
Dentist.
But you also have the drugs to be able to do it.
Right, that's part of it, too.
I feel like being a dentist is a good gig.
You would think so, but obviously something's wrong.
She married a dentist.
Yeah. All right, you're not actually the one dentist that I knew, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they took their own life.
Yep.
Not on purpose, I don't believe, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he did not strike us as an unhappy person, but ended up dying. All right, there are 4 Major League Baseball teams that have won the World Series every time they've made an appearance. Miami Marlins 2-0, Toronto Blue Jays 2-0, the LA Angels, and what other team at 1-0? They made it once, they won, that's it. It's not one of the heritage.
The Astros, but
no,
they just lost a couple of years ago.
It's not a heritage team. It kind of ranks up there with the Miami Marlins. So there's 4 Major League Baseball teams that have won the World Series every time they've made an appearance. Naturally, they haven't made a lot of appearances, but the Marlins have 2, the Blue Jays have 2. Let's see, the Angels and what other team? They're 1-0. They went once, they won it all.
I'm blanking. I got nothing.
I'm going to say Tampa Rays.
Arizona Diamondbacks.
All right.
Oh, nice. I saw river there, not snake. So I was like,
yeah, I was trying to do a snake.
The Pirates?
But I don't want to flick my tongue at you because I thought that might be misconstrued.
No.
All right, here is it's a multiple choice question for you. Which of the following has the highest price markup? Alcohol, food, or coffee?
Coffee.
No kidding.
Really?
Oh, yeah, to put it mildly. So if you go to, and people use Starbucks as the example, but roughly any coffee place, the markup's about 2,900%.
Get out of here.
I said it costs you about 10 cents for a cup of coffee at home. So you can go to the grocery store, buy your stuff, and the amount of water and the amount of coffee you actually use costs you about 10 cents.
Game is Big Dummy, 844-999. Who is our next contestant? Ready to play the game.
Hello, Evan. Welcome to the men's room. Yeah, that was kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah, really.
Oh, God damn it.
All
right.
So close to playing.
Hello, Todd. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, gentlemen and Robin.
Hola.
Todd, are you sober or not sober?
I'm sober as a judge. I'm surrounded by weed and weed products.
All right, Todd. Nice work, man. Sounds like a good job. Men's room poll. For the rest of your life, your partner has either a stutter, lisp, a hair lip, or is cross-eyed. Which one are you taking?
Oh, lifts. That's easy because I
Okay.
can kind of smile.
All right.
Okay. All right, here's your question. What P word comes from John Milton's Paradise Lost and translates to, quote, all evil spirits?
What
P word?
P word?
P word. I believe it's also the term.
Poltergeist?
No.
Say it again.
What P word comes from John Milton's Paradise Lost and translates to all evil spirits? I believe it's also what you call a group of parrots. I think it's what you call a group of parrots.
Poseidon?
Pandemonium.
Pandemonium.
Or as they say in Baltimore, pandemonium. All right, the word dilemma, believe it or not, that means a tough choice between two options. What word means a tough choice between three options?
Trilemma?
Oh, boy.
You got it, man.
So Stoney nailed it. Trilemma, huh?
Trilemma.
Oh, boy.
Oh, you have yourself a trilemma.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
had one of those
here.
at the Moonlight Bunny Ranch, didn't you?
Quad.
A quad lemma?
Yeah.
Yeah, quad lemma. I believe
Quad.
that is the next one up.
Yeah.
Okay. Quad. Is it really? And it keeps going like that?
I don't know, man. They showed 1 through 4. I don't know if it was like et cetera or if they just got up to 4.
Dilemma. All right.
Trilemma.
Dilemma is between two.
Two, right.
And a trilemma is between
It's
three.
And then the quad lemma is between 4.
You could theoretically go to the club and get involved in a trilemma.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Game is Big Dummy, 844-999-OLA. Who is our next contestant ready to play the game?
That's putting in work.
You're going to regret asking that. Hello, Eastwood. Welcome to the men's
Oh,
room.
God.
Peace, love, and normalization.
Hola. All right, Eastwood. You sober or not sober?
I'm sober right now.
Okay. Welcome to the show, Eastwood.
Yeah.
Our men's room poll. For the rest of your life, your partner has a stutter, a lisp, a hair lift, or is cross-eyed. Where are you going?
Well, I'm going with the same malady I have, and that is a lisp.
A lisp. All right.
Yeah, they used to train me in grade school how to get rid of it. We used to have to sit with a mirror in front of our face and make our tongue pointed and flat.
What was the worst part about the mirror? The fact that you had to look at your tongue or the fact that you had to look at your face?
Just a whole group of kids sitting around watching me do it. You know?
Damn.
I don't know, but
Is it ironic, though, that the term lisp, all right, SP, isn't that one of the most difficult letter combinations to say if you have a lisp?
I don't know.
I would
They
guess
made
so,
me
yeah.
enunciate in my words, and so I sounded like I was really effeminate when I did that. So I just gave it up.
Let's go back to being me.
Old Lispy Eastwood.
That's it.
All right, here's your question. What professional golfer's nickname is Lefty?
He's not left-handed either. He just plays.
Yeah, he's right-handed, but the one thing he does left-handed
I didn't know
is
he
golf.
was right-handed.
He's right in everything
But he plays-
except golf. Right, he plays golf left-handed. Well, look, I'm left-handed, but I play base right-handed. Go figure.
All right.
Norman?
Nicholson.
Nicholson.
Phil Boobs Mickelson.
Oh, Phil, I should have got that. Yeah,
He had 20 bucks
right
right on the fact that you get that wrong.
We got the same name. Phil.
How did he end up playing left-handed if he's a right-handed dude?
Dude, I
His
don't know.
dad was left-handed, and
That
his dad
explains
has
it.
left-handed clubs, and that's how he started to learn.
All right.
I mean, that's how I played bass.
it-
Like, you
that
watched
was it
everyone
short.
else play, so when I played one, I just played it the way they played it.
I will say, I have a buddy. His son is a college baseball player now, and he could switch hit because he never let him hit right-handed till he was like later, like.
Aha.
So when he was a little kid,
So it worked.
Right? It was like you hit left-handed.
What can you do left-handed, Eastwood?
Nothing. Nada.
All right.
Okay.
I'm fully right-handed. I used to have a dart business, and I couldn't even hit the board. But I was pretty good right-handed.
Yeah, left would be tough.
Well, I'm left-handed, so to me, basically. I don't know, you... maybe I'll try to throw right next time. So. All right, your question. There's only 2 states that have both a White Castle and a White Crystal. Believe it or not, only 2 states have both. One of those states is Tennessee. What is the other state? As a hint, the governor currently is Mr. Matt Bevin. And it borders Tennessee, I believe. If I have my geography right. And I can't guarantee I have my geography right, so I might be dead wrong about that.
White Castle and a white what?
White Crystal and a White Castle.
See, I would think like an Arkansas, Missouri,
What's a White Crystal?
Illinois.
You don't remember White Crystal?
It's
White
called-
Crystal
they
is
call-
just
they
white
call-
frickin' castle,
They
basically,
shortened it
but-
to crystals.
So now it's just Crystal. All right.
Yeah,
Yes,
down,
yes,
down,
yes.
down on the French
Okay.
Quarter, the one
Yeah.
right on the
I've
corner.
been- that's the exact
crystals.
one I've been to.
White Crystal now is probably a drug.
Yeah.
White Crystal likes white wine.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about East Coast states. How about Alabama?
Kentucky?
Illinois?
Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky.
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 The home of Lincoln, huh?
That's exactly right.
I thought he was from Illinois.
I'd always heard Illinois.
Oh, he spent some time in
Okay,
Kentucky.
well, see,
Well, he
that's all
spent
right. I don't know
some
about the
time
east
there.
side. Anything on the other side of the Mississippi, that's blank to me.
How much time did he spend in Kentucky that anyone would say that Kentucky is Lincoln
Let
country?
me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
Have you been to Kentucky?
Through part of it once.
Yeah, you didn't spend much time there, did you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It doesn't change.
Right.
It
It,
doesn't
ain't the
matter.
land of me.
Once you're there, you're like, I gotta get out
So
of here.
why would he want that?
'Cause he was born
That
there.
is unfair. Still, he didn't stay, man. Sorry. All right. Assuming that it's true, Courtney Love is the 17th child of what famous Hollywood actor? Courtney Love's mother insisted this is true. And this other actor, he had fathered 16 children with multiple women. He's no longer with us. He was a very well-regarded and well-respected actor. And shooting seeds.
I do have no idea.
Like Marlon Brando?
Marlon Brando.
Was it Marlon Brando?
Did you know that, or was it just a
I
guess?
was guessing. I was thinking of someone who had millions of kids that didn't know who they were.
Yeah, Marlon Brando.
Prolific.
He and Genghis Khan. All right, this is a sad statement, but here's your question. There's at least 22 children in this country whose parents named them which of the following cable networks? ESPN, DIY, Bravo, or Vice? ESPN, DIY, Bravo, or Vice?
I'm going to go with Bravo.
That would have been the best name, I think. Believe it or not, ESPN.
Yeah. All right, Eastwood. Working on question number 5. We have more of Big Dummy coming up. If you would like to be a contestant, 844-999-OLA. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
Hola, bichola. You have entered the men's room.
Coming over the big show. Got the head chef in the house. Ted's Meat Potatoes, American foods that the rest of the world has not tried. That's coming up after emails from the men's room at mensroomlive.com. In the meantime, the game is Big Dummy. We've got Eastwood on the line, working on question 5 and playing for Team Sober.
You still
Not
sober?
anymore. I went and had some Cowlitz Gold while...
All right, Eastwood
Attaboy,
playing for
Eastwood.
Team
I was going
not
to say,
sober.
there's no way he stayed
I'm
sober.
moving over. All right, Eastwood, we got you.
You don't disappoint,
I'm losing
Eastwood.
it. I got to go out and bury a cat here in a minute, so...
Jesus Christ. Are you being for real?
Yeah, and Mama passed away. She'd been gone for 3 days, and I was cleaning the trailer last night, and I found her, and so now the babies are trying to nurse on their father, but
Oh,
wait.
it's working.
You called us first, and then you're going to get around to burying the cat while the babies suckle dad.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the rain to let up. It's kind of wet out there.
Okay. We all prioritize
All right.
our own way. All right, Eastwood, here's your
It's
question.
important. Everybody's telling me Eastwood has to call in. Eastwood got me bailed out here last Friday. Had the cops show up here.
What?
The girl was on my case, and I mentioned something about blowing my brains out, and she got a ticket, and the cops followed her. Next thing I know, I had Mason County SWAT and everybody out there calling me out, come out with my hands up, and I was out there about 45 minutes until I started explaining about my multi-personalities, and when I mentioned Eastwood, the guy goes, Eastwood, and they all left.
Did he go, oh, God!
So you mentioned something about blowing your head off, and yes, that will get the police's attention. 45 minutes, you're dealing with them, and when you mention your name, because you call this game, they were like, oh, no worries.
No, we know you. You're crazy.
You are crazy. He's fine.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what they came from.
Were you saying we got you out of this situation?
Yeah, you did. No,
All
I
right.
appreciate it. I
No,
love you guys.
all him. That's all him.
No, it's on you,
At some
man.
point, they said, we know this dude is crazy. So it's fine. Everything's good. Well, I'm glad you got out of trouble, Eastwood.
We are too.
All right.
Yeah, I just went out there and walked out and made myself a little ball and sat on the ground, and they wanted my guns and wanted me to see a shrink, and I'm like, no way, man. You know. And then they told me not to go back until they left.
Maybe they're trying to help you there, Eastwood.
Yeah, well, maybe I need help, but I'm ignoring it.
That's the spirit. I mean, hey, as long as you know, what are we going to say? All right, here's your question.
Eastwood, I like you. Be careful
I
out
like
there.
you, too. I love you, Ted. You're the special one there.
Thank
When
you.
Eastwood says it, you know it means something.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, you know
it means
anybody
something.
to go up against that big guy and try to fight him when he was, oh man, outgunned. I mean, you got more cojones than any guy I know.
Thanks,
Says the
Eastwood.
man who just spent 45 minutes with the SWAT team.
Yeah, and a dead cat.
Right. While the father's getting suckled. All right, here is your question. Tempura, believe it or not, is not a Japanese invention. It actually hails from which European country? Portugal, Spain, or France?
Let's go with Portugal.
All right.
I thought it was Spain.
Nice work. Very good. Okay.
What were you doing with your finger? What?
Make it an S.
Oh, I thought you were like trying to trace the shape of the
Spain.
country. I'm like, I don't know. That's closer to the shape of Portugal, but I think he's saying Spain.
Game is Big Dummy 844-999.
Spain.
Ola, who is our next contestant, ready to play the big game?
Ted knows who it is.
James.
James, welcome to the men's room.
James.
Hola. James, you sober or not sober?
Oh, man, am I ever sober at this hour?
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not?
No.
All right.
No.
No, never. I'm not. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. 3:30, man. Hell
Okay.
no.
All right, James. Men's room poll. For the rest of your life, your partner has a stutter, lisp, hair lip, or cross-eyed. Which one are you picking?
You know, I had plenty of time to think about that, and I think I got to go with a lisp.
Gonna go with the
As
lisp.
long as she doesn't talk during sex.
Okay.
I get the feeling that's not a problem you have,
Right. I don't think
It's
anyone's
just a
going to say
guess.
anything, yeah.
other than just get it over with.
Can I just watch a movie?
Stop sweating on me. All right,
Can
here.
we please be done?
Yes.
Oh, I finished 20 minutes ago. I was trying to waste your time, baby. All right, here's your question. What kind of food item is an Edsel Blue? To me, it can be only one of
This
two.
is what?
What kind of food item is an Edsel Blue?
A food item. Like I don't know, is it a cookie?
No.
Is it an eggplant?
It would be a potato.
A potato.
And I'm convinced that potatoes and apples all have like some kind of ridiculous
I bet a
name.
purple potato.
I bet a purple potato.
Sure.
Yeah, purple potato.
It tastes just like a non-purple
It really
potato.
does. It's just purple.
But they always tell you.
Oh, these are purple
We
potatoes.
serve it with purple potatoes.
And they're like, right, they taste like potatoes, right? Purple. They're purple.
What are the little fancy ones? Aren't they called like something little, or well, they might be called little fancy ones?
What, fingerlings?
Fingerlings, but
I hate that. I hate that word.
You're not a fan
Really?
of a fingerling?
No, I like fingerling potatoes, but I hate to say, hey, I'll
You don't
take
like
some
a good
fingerlings. Well, it depends who
Okay.
makes them.
Hey, to each their own.
All right, which Italian tractor company tried its hand at making cars in the 1960s? You've heard of them, you just can't afford them.
Oh, fully. Lamborghini.
All right. I think I got a Ferrari, Lamborghini,
It's
what,
just-
Alfa Romeo.
But you would
Is
just
that
think
an
a
Italian car?
stretch from making tractors to one of the fastest production vehicles on the road.
And most
right?
expensive.
I used to work with big engines, right? Tractors.
Yeah, strong point.
Game's Big Dummy 844-999. Ola, who is our next contestant, ready to play the game?
Hola, Dick. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola!
Hola!
And that's his name. I think a lot of people thought I was just being insulting. Like, I don't know who you are, but F you kind of thing. And it was not that at all. The man's name is Dick.
Yeah.
Get your minds out of the gutter.
All right, Dick, are you sober or are you not sober?
I'm not sober.
Not sober. Welcome to
Tell
the
me
show.
it's on whiskey.
Nah, it's weed.
All right. You know,
I mean, if it had been whiskey, it would have been a great nickname.
dude, I mean, it's right there.
Weed, huh? Yeah.
All right there, Dick, men's room poll. For the rest of your life, your partner has a stutter, lisp, hair lip, or cross-eyed. Which one are you picking?
Let's go stutter. I tend to date drunk women anyway.
Okay. I had a little stuttering problem there initially.
Who did?
Wasn't too bad, me.
You did?
Yeah.
You know, my cousin did for years. The same thing. Everyone says the same
Maybe it's just
story. but-
nerves or whatever.
Well, I don't know what his deal was, but same thing. You see a speech therapist, and Ted, I think maybe you said your friend did it, but basically he just slowed down his cadence.
Yeah,
And
he
he
would
kinda
just
catch
pause.
himself. Yeah.
Instead of like, because he was embarrassed of the stutter. So instead of doing the stutter, and he would just pause.
Yeah, same thing with my cousin.
Yeah.
Basically, he was getting his ass beat in school.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, you know, my learning curve went up, and I was like, let me get rid of this. And then here's the thing, though. He kept getting his ass beat. I said, man, I think they're beating you up because you're a nerd. I don't think it had anything to do with the stutter.
Probably.
Like, you are just an easy mark, man.
Yeah.
That's a sad but true story.
Right.
He thought his world, and trust me, dude is doing great for himself now. But when the stutter started going away, and he's just like, man, you know, I'm ready to go back to school. It's going to be roses, man. It wasn't. It just wasn't. All right, here is your question. I know it's not funny, man, but I'm like...
Well, I knew a guy, they got kind of made fun of a lot and stuff.
Yeah.
But then he got a starting position on the football team.
Okay.
So all his worries were over. And then he made one of the worst mistakes I ever seen in football.
Oh, no.
And it just was, to this day, people still give him a hard time about it.
To this day.
No, he was the center. And when he snapped the ball, we lost to a team we shouldn't have, but when he snapped the ball, basically it never got off the ground.
Fumble!
And he just kind of threw it between the quarterback's legs. Their guy picks it up, scores the touchdown. So I'm saying, this was 20 years ago.
It's
but to this day, if I saw Steve Blank, I would be like, way to go on that snap.
What do they call the incident?
I don't know. It's just unforgettable, I'll tell you that much.
Right.
Unforgettable. Yeah. That's what you are.
I mean, he threw one of the greatest parties ever. And we still think of him as the guy that blew that game.
He threw a great party, and you guys are still like, you're gonna go to a blowout party?
One good party is not going to erase that.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Garrow Upremi would have thrown a party. I mean, Bill Buckner would have thrown a party. I mean, all the parties that could have been thrown.
Here's your question.
It was a banger, Miles.
It was a great party, though. It really was a great party.
Couldn't play football worth a damn, but
great party. People are spilling drinks everywhere.
All right. So one more funny thing is the problem is, as great as his party was, it was the night that he had made the mistake.
No.
So they kind of
yeah.
Party.
See that? Right.
He didn't have a great
Damn. I almost feel worse for him now, man.
You still going over to Terry's?
We call him Blow It now. You going to Blow It's house?
Right.
All right, here's your question. In an effort to confuse the devil, churches in Malta have two of what in them? To confuse
no clue.
the devil.
Two Jesuses?
Two altars.
No, I think two clocks.
Two clocks.
One has the
two
real
clocks.
time. The other, I don't know what time you set it to.
You telling me the devil's getting fooled by the wrong time all the time?
Look, this is just what I'm thinking. If he's that easy to fool, we have nothing to worry about.
You go to the devil's place, his microwave says 12 o'clock.
All the time.
Dude, come on. Just said it. You're better than it.
I don't know what time it is.
It's easy.
Isn't the devil one of the original saints or whatever? Right? And then he gets damned to hell.
Right?
Angel?
Yeah, he's an angel.
He's an angel. He probably gets confused by all the clocks. What the hell are these?
What the hell is this thing? What are all these numbers? What are the... All right, your question. 20% of car accidents in Sweden involve what animal?
Let's go elk.
Deer?
Reindeer.
I'd guess reindeer.
Deer?
No, moose.
Moose. Oh, that would be much more damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hit moose with car. Right to knuckle. What kind...
What is that sound? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm shaving. I'm getting ready for a date.
Oh, really?
All right.
All right. Very nice. First
There
time?
was only one of two answers. That was the correct answer.
Yeah, I'm glad it was that.
First date?
No. Just going out to try and make the girlfriend jealous.
You're going out with another girl to make your girlfriend jealous?
Yeah.
You don't have a better plan? Why is this what you want to do?
Seems like a horrible idea.
Because she's been away from the apartment for 2 nights in a row. God knows where.
Have you talked to her?
No.
So you have not talked to her
Text or calls.
in 48 hours, but you're not worried. You just assume that she's blowing. Did you guys have a big fight or something before she left?
No, not at all.
Okay. And what are you shaving?
I know, right?
Yeah, what part of your body are you shaving?
Just trimming up the cheeks.
Again,
You're doing
what
that while
part
you're-
of your body are you shaving? Because if you're really trying to make
As
someone
you will.
jealous, like clean up your hairy ass. Because then they're like, oh, well, who's this girl?
Yeah.
You never shaved your ass for me.
Or just shave the middle of it so you look like a baboon.
Like you're wearing fuzzy assless
Right,
chaps.
exactly. Like just say, you have a problem with paper getting hung up back there, so you decided to clear up the whole backyard.
Does your girlfriend usually live with you?
Yeah.
And you haven't heard from her in 2 days?
Yeah.
But there was no fight. Is there any reason for you to believe, the last time you saw her, that you were not going to hear from her for 48 hours?
Oh, I've been expecting a breakup. I just want to confirm things tonight.
Okay, so this has been going south for a while.
All right.
You haven't
Okay,
seen her in 2
all right.
days. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
This is James still, right?
No, this is
No.
Dick.
Oh, this is Dick.
Dick.
Oh, well, Dick, you know what? You could talk to her, but go on your date.
Well, he tried. Remember, she's not returning the calls or the texts, man.
I know.
So keep shaving that ass. You can tell us it's your face if you want. We're not buying that.
Put some rouge on it.
Yeah, man. Look like Santa Claus when you drop your pants. Ho, ho, ho.
Green giant.
Well, they're not green. You got green genitalia and she's still down. I don't know if that's awesome or if she's disgusting.
Tat.
All right, here's your question. What artist sold the most albums in one day? It was the day they died.
Michael Jackson.
Elvis?
20 million copies of whatever album on the day he died.
His last album was Peanut Butter and Jelly Sandwich.
It's called I'm Gonna Sit for a While. Dude died
I still
on
want to
the
have
toilet.
one of those, man.
What, a peanut butter? Was it peanut butter banana? Right?
And you got to fry it, though.
Yeah, that's...
Ooh,
Not like a deep fryer, but
have
you
you
know
ever
what I mean?
heard of
Like,
a fried bacon, banana, and peanut butter sandwich?
I'm in.
I am absolutely in with that.
Yeah.
I'll give that a try.
Hell yeah.
And then I could die on the toilet, too. All right, here is your question. All right. What branch of the military did John Glenn serve in?
The Air Force, wasn't it?
I'll say Marines.
Marines.
Just working in, like, if you go to NASA and you go up in space, does that count as kind of being in the Air Force?
No,
That's
it's
completely
it's completely different.
You're in
It's
the
a
Space
completely
Force.
separate, federally funded thing. But
right.
more than likely, most of the people that get picked as, well, I guess it depends, but a lot of the people that are captains of the ships that go up there, they've served in the military because they already have some background with all kind of equipment.
There might be some
And then you have a lot of
scientists up
scientists
there.
that go up there,
Yeah.
but they're generally not the captain of the mission.
They're,
Because they all
they're going
science.
up there to get the space ice cream. They're just dehydrated.
Didn't they just
Eat
take,
it. It's delicious.
they took what, pizza, ice cream, and
Oh, they
something
took a
else
bunch
up
of good
there.
stuff up there. Oh, what was it? Pasta, I believe, for some... no, it was,
No, it was
pizza,
the pizza for the Italian dude.
astronauts.
It was as Italian as you could be, apparently. I can't live without the pizza. All right, your question. What fish can hold objects with its tail?
What fish?
And this particular fish looks less like a fish than most other fish. It is a fish.
Blue grouper.
The horse...
Seahorse.
Seahorse, yeah.
Oh, seahorse.
Yeah.
Is there a superhero that rode a seahorse?
Yeah, Aquaman.
Aquaman in the old Justice League.
And like, so as a kid, you're watching this and you're like, is he here to help? Is he a male stripper? Like, what is this? Like, you don't show up on a seahorse. Like, didn't He-Man have like a big ass tiger or something like that?
Yeah, it was green with orange stripes.
Right. So he shows up on, and in spite of the fact that he's dressed a little suggestively for my taste, but he shows up on a tiger. You go, all right, this guy's probably a badass, right? Because he rides a tiger, much like Ronnie James Dio would have you do.
I would stand up
But
on the
then
two
Aquaman-
dolphins like SeaWorld. Just come in
But
like
even
on top,
that would
you know what I
be
mean?
something. Because it's like,
Yeah.
okay, this dude is acrobat. Aquaman showed up on a seahorse. You're like, dude, we're here
It's a
to
big
instill...
seahorse. I'm looking at a picture of it.
Yeah, it was a big seahorse, but it's still a seahorse, man.
But he rode a seahorse.
Yeah, you had the biggest seahorse in the ocean. Congratulations.
All right, question 6, Dick.
Yep.
What famous movie director described his actors as cattle?
Hitchcock.
Oh, wow. Very good. Okay.
It's
Did not know
amazing
that.
to me that a guy named Dick says Hitchcock.
Hitchcock.
Like, really? Man, I mean, do you do that
Why
on
did
purpose?
he? Did they say why he referred to his actors as cattle?
I don't know, but knowing him and knowing the truth of things, he probably, like, I don't know, it's like when a coach calls a player just by the number. I mean, it could be Tom Brady and they're still like, hey, number 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still to come, the head chef in the house, Ted's Meat and Potatoes, has American foods the rest of the world has yet to try.
Is the Baconator on that list, Ted?
No, it's not.
It's not simpler stuff.
And the return of Noah Sherlock coming up, and more of your calls and contestants on the game known as Big Dummy. 844-999-OLA. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Noah Sherlock coming up right before we drink and toast with a shot of the day. In the meantime, the game is Big Dummy. 844-999-OLA. And looks like we've got some comments rolling in.
A couple. I'll read two of them. One, Eastwood, if you're still listening. This came from several different people. They're saying, hey, Take the baby kittens to the shelter where they will bottle feed these things so that they can survive.
Oh, nice.
If you didn't hear, the mama cat died. He was waiting to bury that. The baby kittens are going over to dad to try to suckle on him. We understand why that doesn't work. So many people have said, dude, take him to the shelter. I would concur with that wholeheartedly. And the other one, so we had a question about I don't remember the country. Sweden, I think it was. What animal is more likely to get hit by a car?
And it was a moose?
It was a moose, and I want to say the guy originally said elk, and someone pointed out elk is a moose. Moose is North American, elk is Eurasian.
Oh, okay.
So the guy guessed right. I had no idea. My bad.
Don't we have elk and moose here? Like there's... Right, because there's moose like in Canada and
there's
Alaska,
elk,
and then there's elk in like Washington and Oregon.
Yeah,
it might be that there's two different type of elk, and the one we call a moose, the other we call an elk. I don't know.
I actually don't know either.
I have absolutely
I'll tell you,
no
though, when you see one, though, you'd be like, oh, my God, that is a large, large animal.
What do they tell? We were in Anchorage, I don't know, was it 7 years ago, 8 years ago, and so Bernie's Bungalow, where is the bar?
The outdoor one, I think that was Bernie's.
Right, outdoor. And we get there, it's like noon, all right? So since people in Anchorage are fairly normal, there's not a ton of people in the bar at noon. But we're there, and it's unseasonably warm. It's like 65 degrees.
Beautiful.
So we're going to sit outside, and the bartender says, hey, is this your first time here? And we said, yeah, it absolutely is. And she said, there's three of us. We're there with Sergeant Hair Club. And she says, listen, it's a great place. You're going to enjoy your time here. Oh, hey, listen, I'm putting you in this back corner near this fence. If the fence opens and a moose walks in, apparently, and she means this specific moose, if a moose walks in and like it wants your beer or something, just let it take it. Don't mess with it.
Okay.
And we're looking like, you don't have to tell me not to mess with the wild animal.
Not only that, but we had a beer tower. It was this large tower of beer.
Yeah, and then we just kept waiting for this moose. Like,
all right, if he's going to come, we better drink this before he gets here.
So it turns out in Sweden, it's true that the moose and the elk are the same. But the North American elk is different from a moose.
Okay. All right. There we go.
The more you know.
So the guy was still right then when he said elk, because we're talking about Sweden, right?
Correct. Literally, it says, is it an elk? Is it a moose? If you're in Sweden, the answer is both.
I will dock you one question from your total.
All right.
Game is Big Dummy, 844-999. Ola, who is our next contestant, ready to play the game?
Hello, Jerry. Welcome to the men's room.
Big Dummy!
Hola. Jerry, you sober or not sober?
Sober.
Sober, Jerry, welcome to the show. All right, Jerry. Our men's room poll for the rest of your life. Your partner has a stutter, a lisp, a hair lip, or is cross-eyed. Where are you going?
Well, it would seem that a hair lip would automatically make a lisp. And also the audible defects probably suck less than the visible. So it's between a lisp and a stutter. Stutter would probably be more convenient because I could claim not to understand what she's saying.
You've been thinking about this.
You really have, man.
Like,
Jerry, you've really...
And all of it is to undermine the relationship. That's what I like. I have reached this conclusion so that inevitably when she gets on my nerves, I can pretend not to have understood.
And what is the conclusion you reached?
Was it the
So
stutter?
It would be stutter.
Okay, got it.
My choice.
All right, here's your first question. It is multiple choice. Whiskey, port, water, or hemp oil? Which of these did George Washington soak his wooden teeth in? Whiskey, port,
Hemp oil.
I would say whiskey.
Whiskey. Port.
port. He was civilized.
But wouldn't that stain?
His teeth are wooden. Doesn't matter.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, doesn't
eventually
matter.
that purple teeth,
I'm the
right?
freaking general of the army. I beat the British. Now I'm your president. Don't worry about my teeth.
He's got wood teeth. He's just trying to chew stuff.
Yeah, man. And I get why I put it in port, man. I would have picked whiskey, actually, but because every time he put his teeth in, kind of had a good morning. Also, the birthplace of a spooky character. What was the first country to guarantee freedom of worship?
First country. Oh, so it can't really be America. It's Romania.
Transylvania?
I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you.
Yeah, you gotta
I mean,
give it to
technically it's Transylvania, but I want to say Transylvania, and I'm sure I'll be corrected, is part of
And no longer.
in
Right.
Romania, right?
I believe so. I don't know.
I thought it was Romania.
Well, I read something recently about Transylvania, something, I don't know, whatever it was in Transylvania, but they kept pointing out that it was part of Romania.
I think they should just make it Transylvania. I think that sounds so much cooler.
It is cooler. Everyone knows Transylvania, man.
Game is Big Dummy, 844-999. Ola, who is our next contestant, ready to play the game.
Hello, Brad. Welcome to the men's room.
Yeah, what's up, fellas?
Hola! All right, Brad, you sober or not sober?
Man, I'm sober.
All right, Brad, welcome to the show.
What's up, Brad?
What's up, Ted?
Brad, our men's room poll. For the rest of your life, your partner has a stutter, a lisp, hair lip, cross-eyed. Where are you going on this poll today?
So I left. I mean, God, such a fuss over a few extra S's.
Okay, so you're going to go lisp. Fair enough.
Sorry. Hey, I do.
Now, I understand, man. You slid into that character and you weren't getting out.
No.
I'll tell you what, man. Let me ask you a question real quick. Which European country eats the most breakfast cereal?
Eats the most breakfast cereal?
That is correct.
European country. I mean, like per capita?
That's what I assume they mean, yeah.
Sweden.
I'm going to go England.
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 In fact, England, yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be it. Okay.
Damn it.
Don't feel bad, man.
Yeah.
Your breakfast cereal knowledge isn't strong. We'll forgive you this time around.
You guys into Ninen?
What's that?
You guys into Ninen?
What is that?
The 9-2 Vikings? What?
The 9-inch Vikings?
Are you sure you're sober, Brad?
There's no chance. There's no chance.
Unbelievable.
Or if he is, he's terrifying.
Head chef coming up, Ted's Meat and Potatoes has American foods the rest of the world has not tried yet. And Noah Sherlock coming up, and more of your calls in the game known as Big Dummy. 844-999-OLA.
Hola! The shenanigans continue on the Men's Room Radio Network.